light turns green, you're off. Like a warm knife through firm butter. Going from 0 to the speed limit in an appropriate amount of time. Sure, your car has horsepower, but your horses prance around as silky smooth as your right foot. Fancy Prancerton. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
Jackson Hewitt knows taxes are complicated. And with multiple jobs and tax forms, they're like Sonata complicated. Our no surprise pricing keeps things simple. Jackson Hewitt does your taxes for only $149 or less. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back. So what are you waiting for? Hurry. File with Jackson Hewitt today for only $149 or less, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Want the best movie experience in town? Join Sactown Sports IMAX Pass by visiting SactownSports.com. Sign up today. You can win tickets to see this week's films at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
Every 15 seconds, someone is diagnosed with cancer. If it's happened to you or someone you love, the American Cancer Society can help at every step of the journey. Visit cancer.org today.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Card Part Saturday, they're riding with you. Best card show in the country, it's true. So saddle up and listen, find out what you've been missing. You can be a Card Part 2.
Yeah, it's time for another pack fresh episode of the True Sports Card Show. I'm Whitey Gleason, and I got a fever, and the only prescription is more card talk. Today we're going to look at what's new on the basketball card front, the baseball card front. Going to find out where you can get your hands on World Baseball Classic cards. We're going to find out why Emron just flew to the PSA and look at the amazing goodies that he brought back. So let's start by bringing out Mr. True Sports Cards himself, the king of collectibles, the Aristotle of autographs, the Indiana Jones of junk wax, Timber Pilati.
It's me. Hey, card guy, shut up and just talk about cards, you idiot.
Yeah.
You idiot.
For the next hour, just shut up and talk about cards.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook took shots at my card knowledge.
Did he?
Do you know me personally, or do you just collect me?
Is it true that he and Matt George are going to appear at your store together?
Together. It's a dual auto signing. Yeah. No, none of that is happening.
All right.
Westbrook did not take shots at my. I was at the game to watch that. That game was played. I sat. Thanks to 1140 for allowing me these wonderful tickets. So much appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's an interesting time here in Sacramento in regards to the media and the players and how the fans are rooting weirdly for
just weird. It's just a weird season.
Let's be competitive but yet lose. It's just I hate it, and hopefully this is one of the few years. I'm laughing as I say that. One of the few years that we have to do this, but most of my adult life we've done this, and our Super Bowl has always been the NBA draft.
Well,
and we're the Buffalo Bills of the NBA draft. We keep missing wide left.
Mm-hmm. I have to, in all fairness, point out you have always been anti-tanking.
Absolutely, it's very hard, and not only that, but to be on a team as well with the pride that you want to have as a. I'm using the guys' names, but let's just use it. Zach LaVine and DeRozan. These guys have zero incentive to lose because they don't want that part of their legacy. I'm sure of it. Russ might say to me, "You don't know me," but I know competitive people that don't want to say, "Sure, you need us to lose, no problem. That sounds good. I'll roll out there. I'll make sure that I give B- effort or C+ effort, so that way we can confirm that we're losing." Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be a part of that. And in a lot of cases, these players won't be on the team to receive some of the riches that happen during a high draft pick joining the team later. The chance of Westbrook being here when a potential DeBonsa or a Peterson might be here, slim to none. So what do they care?
Yeah.
Why do I care about tanking with you?
That's one of the big differences between now and the way sports used to be. I'm talking about even like the 60s, I think into the 70s. If you were a Major League Baseball player and you were an older player and there was a youngster that was being groomed to take your place, you were expected to help them.
Who was that?
To show them the ropes.
A quarterback was like, "I'm not helping him." I think it might have been Cousins. Kirk Cousins was like, I was here to be a starter.
Brett Favre was certainly
with
that.
Rodgers.
Yeah.
Why am I helping you?
Right.
To groom.
Yeah, which makes sense. But there was a time when you were expected to. No, you're supposed to show him the ropes.
It's a lot like today's economy and just the world where it's like, oh yeah, we'd like to have you train this guy who's cheaper, faster, and younger than you, and it's like, well, what am I doing? I'm going to make sure this guy's terrible, so that way he doesn't replace me.
By the way, if you're noticing, boy, the show is just off today. Anthony's not here, and Kyle Ledbetter is.
It's off in a different way, not a worse way.
I'm just kidding. Everything's perfect. I'm just
everything's perfect.
Poking fun, and it's my way of welcoming Kyle Ledbetter back.
Yeah, Kyle was one of our original producers.
That's right.
Yep, we had Nate Littlefield, then we had Kyle, and then Anthony took over because Kyle has this big show he does during the week. Oh, no.
And it doesn't stand up against the wonderful card parts.
I would agree with you.
I always longed for the days when I could just be a card pard. And that's all people knew me for. People would walk up to me on the street and they're like, don't you do the show with that old guy and the guy with all the cards?
No, my favorite. The old guy and Whitey Gleason. Like, great. Kyle, were you here on Friday?
I was not. Did anything happen?
Yeah, you missed. Yeah. Anyways, we won't spend too much time on that because this is card talk that we're doing, not Westbrook, not Westbrook talk. But yeah, what a week it was for Sacramento radio in particular. Your team with Matt George getting attacked by Russell Westbrook. And
you're making it sound like Russ punched him when you say he got attacked.
It could have been, yeah, he attacked verbally attacked him. Let's see what that did to cards values for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I bet it did wonders for Matt George's rookie card. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow if anything happens.
Yeah,
first game because my understanding is Matt he wants to talk to Russ and he's been told, well, you can do that on your own. Nobody wanted to facilitate that, but. We'll see if
I will be at the game tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have tickets for tomorrow's game, so I'll be there enjoying the game and eating popcorn with Beckett. And
that's great.
Yep, it'll be a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to enjoy the remainder of the year, watch the players go. Neek has struggled a little bit in the last few games. Maxime is playing really well.
Precious Achua, and Precious I do have several of his rookie cards.
Is the new
playing
Kawhi
out of
Leonard.
His mind.
He's the new Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. Oh, he's better than that.
He's balling.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
He's like, get out of my way. This is my contract year, and I'm going to show, if not these guys, I'm going to show somebody I'm more signing next year.
I don't know how we don't just try to re-sign the guy.
I would think if, I don't know how likely this is, but if he gets a, decent offer from somebody, the Kings might say, well, we can't afford
Let's not have the ghost of Neemias Queta. We don't want that to happen.
That's the one that bothers me the most is seeing I don't know why. Of all the players that were here and are gone, that's the one that bothers me the most because I remember when they let him go and it was kind of like, well, that's curious.
How do you spell Achua?
Achiuwa. How else would you spell Achua?
Oh, the normal way.
The big sneeze.
Is that what he goes by?
Yes, I was listening one day to Alan and Kyle, and they were talking about his nickname being the Big Sneeze. Because if you look that up,
funny.
Yeah, and the funny thing was, the two of them going, "Why do they call him that?" And I'm, like a lot of people, I'm screaming at the radio, Achua, and they're going, "I don't know why they would call. Why would you call him the Big Sneeze?" I don't know.
I'm looking right now.
They, figured it out.
At Precious Achua's rookie card, 2020, PSA 10. Let's go with Prism. It's unbelievable how cheap it is right now.
Yeah, I have a couple of the select rookie cards. I don't think I have his Prism rookie card.
Looks like there's a lot of draft picks version, but let's just say that you can get a 2020 Prism Precious Achua gold rookie signatures autographed out of 10. PSA 10, $35.
No way. Really?
Are you kidding me? Get on this. His freaking 1-of-1 white sparkle auto. 1-of-1 PSA 10. Sold for $175. 1-of-1.
That's amazing.
Oh, my goodness.
We're already performing a valuable public service today.
All of a sudden, the Precious Achua, the Big Sneeze.
Yeah.
All of his PSA 10s are going to go crazy like this. That is wild. So, talk about distressed asset. That's one of them.
Let me ask you, since we're talking about Kings and rookie cards, What's a Russ rookie card go for these days?
So Russ was out of 2000, I want to say 2006, maybe 05. Let me look up and see what year that was. Oh, is it 08? Let's see. That's my guy. Russell Westbrook rookie card. The one that people want are the Topps Chrome version. He's like doing if I'm not mistaken, he's doing like a dunk from the free throw line type of a.
Wow, it goes back that far,
yeah,
huh?
Yep. So his rookie year card is going to be what everybody wants is the 2008, 2009 refractor version of that card.
Mm-hmm.
Topps Chrome. Looks like it goes for, wow, some people have it listed for $1,000 for a PSA 8. Top 75 player of all time. Really good at explaining frustrations on a press conference. This guy is the GOAT. Russ is going to go down as one of the greatest. Obviously, he already is, but one of the greatest of all time. I think we'll realize his basketball legacy after he retires. I mean, what was it? 3 seasons in a row of triple-double, averaging
MVP.
I mean, just an incredible career.
That's not unreasonable. That sounds about right, but that's if you're really a Russ fanatic, that's attainable.
If you're willing to put those money. There's certain guys that you're just like, you know what, this is not going to go down. A lot of people did a lot of investing into Harden at one time.
Mm-hmm.
So if I think about Topps Chrome 2008, Russell Westbrook, let me just look and see what the actual closed sales would be on Westbrook. PSA 10. I'm going to put refractor. I'm using Card Ladder right now to make it very quick, as quick as I can.
Card Ladder.
Yeah, so the orange version, numbered to $499, PSA 10 of the Topps Chrome Russell Westbrook refractor, card number 184, sells right around $1,000. There was one that sold 2 weeks ago for $1,050. So, and that's numbered $499.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, absolutely, it's a great opportunity for you to grab something. I would much rather invest in a Russell Westbrook PSA 10 rookie card than I would like $1,000 Herbert.
Sure.
Justin Herbert is an example.
Because Russ is proven. And
right, and everything's always on,
that's
potential.
good advice. I always remember that when I'm thinking about buying, like, I'm going to get this quarterback's rookie card. I always remember Emron's voice echoing
Don't
in the back of my
do
head.
that.
Right.
Unless
and
you're
sometimes I turn around, it's really him because I'm at his store.
I'm going, what are you doing?
And he's saying that because I have my face up against a glass case, smushed in. He's, don't do that.
I'm at Barnes & Noble. Stop buying blasters.
Whitey's looking on his computer at home, and you're just in the pantry like, Whitey, no.
You remember like that Microsoft Word Clippy that would pop up in the corner?
Yeah.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Looks like you're trying to buy a Justin Herbert.
Looks like you're trying to buy a Tyler Shuck rookie card. Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
A big part of collecting cards often is nostalgia, and NBC went for the nostalgia this week, Tuesday, with the Throwback Tuesday. I'm just wondering if you saw any of that. The Kings were part of that because that was the game they played Tuesday against the games. Was it who'd they play Tuesday? Anyway, yeah, Phoenix. Thank you, Kyle. It's like. And they had the other game before that where they had Bob Costas was there, and they had the graphics, the old graphics. Did you see any of that?
I didn't watch that game, unfortunately. Okay. I was doing something.
Because I thought, to be honest, I was saying on the radio, I was like, yeah, whatever. I mean, it's no big deal. I don't mind it, but I'm not going to watch because of that. But, man, it was really popular.
The retro version of it?
Yes. On social media, and people say, oh, well, you got to do that at least once a year, and this is great, and the graphics are great, and Hannah Storm and Doug Collins, so people loved it.
Were they all involved in that?
Yeah.
Storm and Collins and all this?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, but not
Did
Peter
they bring
Vesey.
up Peter Vesey?
They did not.
That's coming out of my mouth.
He was not happy about it.
Peter Vesey.
They dragged Jim Gray to Sacramento.
Yeah, Jim Gray was there.
But that was during the time where we were moving to Anaheim. Jim Gray was here.
Well, he was here during that, but he was NBC before that, I think.
Right.
Yeah. So Jim Gray was on the sideline for the Kings-Suns game.
Oh, okay.
Because,
why they choose the Suns particularly for the retro? Because it was a NBC broadcast?
That's a great question. I don't know.
How weird.
I just think they picked that date, and they were like, these are the games you got.
Right. And then I know that, if I'm not mistaken, the 17th, I think the Kings were supposed to play another NBC game, and they're not now.
Wait a minute.
They slid out of it. They flexed out of it is a nice way to say it. Yeah.
I think it was going to be against the Spurs, too.
Yes, I believe
so.
so.
On paper at the beginning of the year when they were probably delegating all these games and what was going to be televised. Sabonis, Levine, Westbrook, DeRozan, Monk, Neatcliffe. Like, this is going to be a good game against the Suns. That's also going to be an average team. It's like, no, wait.
Right.
Yep. We got to slide these bad boys out of here.
Mm-hmm.
They're terrible at this.
So I wasn't crazy about
but
it.
But they didn't know Precious Achua was going to turn
Precious
into
Achua jump
the big
on that
sneeze.
101 Precious Achua card. Really, that's incredible.
175 for a PSA 10.
What does Clippy think about that?
Clippy says, make the investment. Looks like you're thinking about the big sneeze. I'd do it.
Clippy, why do they call him that? I get it.
I think it wasn't until you came in like an hour later that we realized. Like we never figured it out. It took you yelling at us to learn that that's what it was.
Well, I'm your 2026 Clippy version of cards for cards. Mm-hmm. I'm Clippy. Mm-hmm. Looks like you're thinking about doing this. I would definitely not. do
that would be very helpful. You should make that somehow available
I was gonna say
your
that's,
website.
I was going to say that could be a financially beneficial thing for me.
Speaking of financially beneficial, can you share with us what you've brought for us today for show and tell and how you came to have it and why you flew down to PSA?
So every once in a while, I do make a flight down to PSA, which is located in Southern California. It's about 15 minutes from the John Wayne Airport in Orange County. So it's a quick flight, jump on the flight, get down there, hour and 10-minute flight, do my business, and then come home. I will do that rarely, but I'll do it for, I wouldn't say certain customers, but customers that have certain cards. And you may have recalled, for those of you that follow us on social, that I went down to Southern California to drop off several cards, including 2 1953 Topps Mickey Mantle cards. That's a second-year Mantle. They're worth a decent amount if they grade high. Well, I'm certainly not going to stick them in the mail. For those of you that know that to grade with us, we will overnight them to a UPS mailbox that I have down there. I have an employee, James, who picks it up from the mailbox and drives it physically into PSA. Mm-hmm. So we're not sending it directly to PSA, so that way it sits in a mailroom forever. We drive it in to avoid the mailroom.
When you fly to PSA, if you take PSA Airline, do you get a discount?
I do, yeah. PSA Airlines, yes. It says it takes anywhere from 1 to 2 hours, but it really comes out to 90 business days to get down there.
Yeah.
And don't ask them about when we're leaving because they'll just roll their eyes at you. But yeah, I would just say that like that flight down there is for particular cards, and the 53 Mantles made a lot of sense. So I talked to the client. The client says, yes, we'll go ahead and we'll cover your cost.
Strong-armed the client.
Yes. Well, you want it to go through us, go for it. Otherwise, it's on you. Mm-hmm. So I flew it down there, handed it directly to them. We got it graded on Express, 10 business days, which took 21 total real days.
Seriously?
Yes.
Express 10 days, 21 days?
Correct.
Okay.
Don't even ask what value bulk is.
Isn't this is like Killian Hayes, where he got a 10-day contract, now he's going to be here for 3 weeks?
It's a lot like this. This is 95 business days on value bulk. And then I go, is it 95 days? And the guy goes, yeah. Right? It's not. It's estimated, as they say. That always protects it. You could also put the word alleged in there while we were at it.
Yeah.
With quotation marks allegedly,
and an
you're going to get it done.
Yeah.
So we go down. I flew down there. I picked them up along with some other cards. So I have 4 cards that are going to be picked up by our customers. Customers are one-time use. Clients are multiple use. So I like to call these people clients because they use us over and over to get high cards graded. So the first one of the 4 that I brought today for you to look at was going to be a dual autograph of Con Knuppel
beautiful
and Cooper Flag. Mm-hmm. This is out of the as Anthony ends up clipping this later for social. You'll see.
Feel better, Anthony.
Yeah, feel better, Anthony. This one is numbered to 25, number 19 of 25. It's Cooper and Con Knuppel autograph, Bowman draft.
Wow.
Dual auto. So I'm showing the TikTok
Bowman draft, so
right
they're
now.
in their college.
Correct.
Yeah.
They're wearing Duke.
Yeah.
And I've seen another one that's a triple that has Malawak in there as well because they all played for Duke, and I think they were all in the top.
No offense, but that would almost devalue it right now.
Yeah, it's not really an offensive when the guy doesn't play, but we don't know if he's good or not because they just give him coach GMPs. But yeah, Con and Cooper. Here's your 2 front runners for the Rookie of the Year. I think Con gets it.
He's probably the favorite right now.
I think Con gets it.
Cooper just came back, and he had a really Big game.
Another one of our
Mavs.
clients pulled this out of a mega box. So Whitey, the mega box is just one step above blasters. The mega boxes we're going for Topps Chrome. They sit right around like 140 to 160. You can get a mega box right now. This guy pulled this out of there. It's one of our great customer clients. 2025 Topps Chrome Cooper Flag Green, numbered to 99. It's an autograph. And that one got a PSA 9. So that one sits somewhere between 5,000 and 7,000. It's probably value, somewhere around there. But here's the two big boys. I brought them with me.
Mega, right? So it can
Out
be
of a
done.
mega.
It can be done. There it is, right there.
It can. It's like saying, look, you can win the lottery.
Now, I've spent $21,000 on megas, and I haven't landed one of these yet. But when I get 3 of them, I'm breaking even.
And then here's your mutual funds. Here's what you want to, write home about. 2 Mickey Mantles. I'm holding them in my hand. I'm showing the TikTok camera right now, the YouTube camera right now. Mickey Mantle, one graded a 3.5, very good, plus. And the other one graded an EX5, which is excellent, 5. And these values are, somewhere, I would say that we've seen the Mantle 5s go for between 16 and 20,000. And then we've seen the 3.5s go for between 4,500 to $7,000.
For a card this old, it's in pretty good shape, but not by.
And again, with vintage,
standards.
what people really love is the actual aesthetic look to it. You'll have people that will pay as much for a 4 on a 3 if it looks great.
This card is so old that the quiz on the back is wrong. It's outdated.
How so?
It says Dugout Quiz. This is on the back of Mickey Mantle's 53 card. What is the record for most hits in a season in the American League? And the answer, it says, is George Sisler at 257 in 1920. But Ichiro has broken that record.
Whitey, you are a Google right now. You didn't even look that up. You really know that.
Yes, I remember when that happened. Oh, these are amazing cards.
Yeah, absolutely. So client's really happy about it. He's coming to pick them up today. So, and again, PSA is one of those companies that charges an upcharge if the value of the card goes up based on the grading. So he has some upcharges waiting for him when he comes to pick them up, unfortunately.
Wow, look at this. Mickey Mantle homers. In 1952, he had 23. Lifetime, 36.
Hey,
Mickey
early
Mantle,
on, second year
homers.
Mantle.
Yeah.
And some people say that this actually looks better of a card as far as the portrait than the 52.
Oh,
Nothing really beats the 52, in my opinion, because of the facsimile autograph that's on the card itself. But yeah, 53 Mantles, looking over his shoulder, is a beautiful card.
Looks like we're literally 500 off because he finished with 536.
Yeah. How long before they started using photography on cards?
I think, if you recall, there's one in particular called. I think it was the Bowman one.
I wasn't born.
Remember
yet.
when you were in
Even
your
I wasn't
late
born
30s when the 52s came out? It's a jumping at second base action shot of Phil
Pee Wee Reese?
Rizzuto. Or Pee Wee. I'm so sorry, Pee Wee Reese. You're right. That was the one where people were like, "Wow, this is awesome." I feel like that was the first kind of those years where it started to go into the photography versus it. I will also say that as I've collected vintage over the years, I'm not like really a pre-war guy. I'm not like a.
You're not a pre-war guy?
As far as like collecting, that's what I should say.
Gotcha.
That's.
Whitey is, of course. Whitey remembers that.
But like Gaudi, the 33 Gaudis, although they're cool and I would love to own one, it's not really my jam. I love from 48 to like 69, those years, maybe even 71 because of the black bordered tops. But so like I love that vintage collection portion of it. You too? Or you're raising your hand for a reason?
I have a question.
Yes.
Technically, if someone says vintage, what does that mean?
What do
You just described what it kind of means to you, but if you're selling or something.
Pre-75.
Okay.
That's what they consider vintage. But I hated those early 70s versions of cards. It's very Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Band.
I love that set. 72.
I hate them. So ugly.
Real sets.
Okay, that's nostalgic to you.
Yeah.
But aesthetically, that's an ugly set.
73 is. I'm with you. It's kind of.
They're ugly, and then they start getting really ugly in the 70s.
72.
Ugh.
And the 72 basketball with the fluorescent, the day glow colors, like that one that I just brought in. The Dayglow Orange
and
on
if you
Kareem.
and if you go to your mid 70s, some of the basketball photography might be some of the worst you've ever seen. We're talking about like on the bench guys sitting, like Rick Barry, who is a friend of the show, says, "I hate this card" as he's signing it. It's these oversized. Is it 75? The taller ones? They're kind of like
I think it's a little later than that.
maybe 76 or it's definitely not 77. At any rate, it's like Rick Barry. I'm not kidding. He's literally drinking out of a Gatorade cup. It's covering his face as he's drinking. He's like, "Who the hell would ever take a picture of me like this? This is the stupidest photo ever." He goes, "I score all these points, and that's the one that you choose?"
You know, I'm putting together that 72 set, and I'm getting there. I'm within 40 cards of getting it done. But it's funny because I got to the point where I thought, all the big ones I have collected. But there's a Rick Barry All-Star card from that year with the Nets, and it was a little pricier than I thought it would be. And I think it's because he's shooting underhand.
The underhand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like the only card, and it's really
his
awkward
iconic
looking because he's just released it, I think, and he has that awkward stance, and I think that's why that card is a little pricier.
Yeah, and obviously his granny shot is one of his go-to as to why people know him as well.
Signature,
as they do.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you with I don't know.
I don't have much. Me as
What was yours?
Me as Clippy.
Yeah.
You're talking about my athletic career?
When you played basketball.
Oh, yeah. I played
Probably
basketball
the assist,
for
the no-look.
Stag High School.
Uh-huh.
It was you with the Gatorade cup in your mouth on the bench.
It was me looking at the coach with puppy dog eyes. Can I go in? We're down by 40. Can I go in?
It was the coach subbing you out after you just threw the ball out of bounds.
That's one of my favorite jokes. I forget who said this, but this guy said, I was in high school, I was playing basketball, and I wasn't playing much, and all my friends came to the game, and they started chanting my name, Eddie, Eddie, Eddie. Finally, the coach says, Eddie, yeah, go see what they want.
That's really good.
That's good. That's good. Hey, why do they keep yelling your name for?
Need. Yeah, what's the problem?
I've been at a game where Jeremy Lin, before he became Jeremy Lin for Linsanity, when he played for the Warriors, where the crowd is just screaming for Lin to come in.
Yeah.
And
he only played for them in the preseason, if I'm not mistaken.
And when he went in the game, the place went bananas.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if that happened ever with the Kings. If there was a player like that they were just screaming for.
I'll give you one version of that story. So the first Kings game I ever went to, I was in college. And I remember that game because it was right before the pandemic. And when Rashawn Holmes checked into the game, they started doing MVP chants.
Nice. Do you remember a King by the name of Ryan Robertson?
No.
He played
white guy
in the early Weber era. And there's a great article about him today in The Athletic. He played one game. He was drafted out of Kansas, I think. He ended up playing one game. And he says in this story, he says, I was so happy I got to play in that one game, but if I had it to do over, he says I was a point guard and I had like 5 points, in 6 minutes, whatever. But he says if I had it to do over, I would have just shot the ball every time.
Why not?
He says, I wanted to not make any mistakes, and he says I should have just tried to show everybody, look, I can do this. And so it's interesting. He said he was trying not to make mistakes, and he should have just been not afraid of making mistakes.
For every one Russell Westbrook, there's 500 Kyle Guys. Just go for it, dude. Just launch. You're not going to. You're Dan Dickow. Get in there and shoot 30
Kyle
times.
Guy, I think the Kings got from the Knicks for allowing Scott Perry to go to the Knicks in the first place.
What a trade-off!
How about that? Yeah.
It's a little known fact. You are the Cliff Clavin of sports cards.
Thank you.
Unnecessary information that doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it does matter if you're Kyle Guy.
It's absolutely fascinating.
By the way, Kyle
minds are just expanding today.
Kyle Guy apparently is with the Shangji Loons of the Chinese Basketball Association.
Sure, they're having a good season.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're a little underwater in the offensive defensive rating.
We have some products that have recently come out that I wanted to talk about. If
Can
that's
I
okay with
ask you about one in particular? Tops 3 basketball.
Sure.
It's great. What do I have to do to afford some? No, it really sounds great because every card is numbered, is really exclusive.
Numbered
right?
at 49 minimum. That's the highest number.
Every card. And there's 3 autographs or autograph relics in every box.
Let's step back and
let's go.
Okay, so I'm looking at the YouTube video camera as I'm talking to you. Past performance will predict future
Outcomes.
All right. There was a product called Tops 3, similar to like this. This was Wemby's rookie year. This was unlicensed product. It had San Antonio. It didn't have Spurs. Wemby rookie card, lots of autographs on there. It flopped. So did Mercury. So did a lot of the other products that came out that year. Topps Chrome last year, 24-25, flopped. Anything unlicensed really did not hit. This year, 25, Topps Fanatics got real lucky. This is one hell of a draft class.
Mm-hmm. You know how I learned that the unlicensed stuff didn't hit? Because every time you had a box of cards for me, hey, here's some Topps Finest. Go get them. It was all the unlicensed stuff. That's what you get.
And you know what was worse about unlicensed Top Finest at the time? They didn't even put them in jerseys. It'd be like Horace Grant wearing a suit. I'm serious. You go look. It's awful. Wow, I pulled a George Gervin, and it looks like he's at a card show signing autographs.
He's in his backyard having a soda.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Is that your in-action shot? Don't even give me a game-worn version of what that would be.
I'm just kidding.
Swim
Emery
trunks.
gives me lots of nice cards.
Swim trunks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you're looking at this year's product, 25, you're seeing massive costs on these products. Topps Finest, we just recently had as a pre-order before it went live. I had on my website, truesportscards.com, for $660. Some people took advantage of it. They bought some of it thinking, geez, $660 for Finest? This is crazy. I'm looking right now. Topps Finest has been out for about 10 days, 12 days right now. It's at $870 a box. $210 more than our pre-order at the time. So that's at $870 a box. I just got another case of it. It should be arriving on Thursday or Wednesday of this week.
Need Clifford's in the set.
Please, dear God, buy them from me. I want them out of my life. But yeah, they'll be at the $870 range because that's
Those
what
are
retail are
amazing.
at.
Yeah.
2 autographs per box. Now, you asked me about Topps 3. This is a licensed product. We're looking at these boxes being right around $2,000 a box. 4 cards.
I'm going to need the Draper discount.
As Draper's like scratching scratching his head going, I know you could do a little bit better than that. Like, how much? Like, I don't know, like $500? Bro! So, $2,000 for a box of 4 cards, meaning you're averaging $250 a card. I have a case. I'm not worried about selling it. Somebody will buy it. That's not the issue. I'm telling you, customer, consumer, client of mine, what do you have to hit in order for it to make your box money back? And this is why breaking exists. Because when you have a box of $2,000 retail and there's 4 cards in it, let's just say you hit a Cooper Flag, the card that you want, and it's numbered to 49 and it's autographed. What will that go for? Will it be $2,000? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a lot more. I don't know. Because it's brand new. People go, what's it worth? I'm like, dude, it released today. I don't know. There's no comps. What you asking me for that? So those are all, who knows? And when you have Topps having a lot of the exclusive guys that Panini doesn't have, you're going to have Malawak, who is playing for this. Well, he's on the roster.
He's collecting
for
a paycheck.
Right. He's on the roster of the Suns. So he's an opportunity of an autograph of one of the 3 you might get. You might get Dylan Harper. You might get Con Knappel. You might get VJ Edgecombe. You might get Maxime Reynaud. You might get, so what number do you have to hit for the box to be a financially beneficial box for you? You've got to hit Con. You've got to hit Harper maybe. Mm-hmm. Even if you hit Bailey, it's like, okay, that's potentially good.
Right.
So you have to hit very tippy top of the food chain in order for you to turn a profit on that.
You get $800 worth of cards, you're losing money.
But, but everybody talks about, I'm a poker player, everybody talks about the good beat stories and the bad beat stories. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, man. And the bad beat stories are far and more often than the good beat stories when it comes to wax.
I want to see if you and Kyle like these themes of the inserts they have in Topps 3. You have Ice Water. These feature top players and prospects with a cold-themed design. For example, Trae Young, Ice Water. You like that? Does that make sense? Like
Ice Water, yes.
Ice Water, yeah, okay.
Ice in my veins.
I like that one because his nickname is Ice Tray.
Sure. Flight Path highlights players known for dunking and aerial plays. You have Architects, showcasing playmakers and leaders. Those are all fine. This is the one I have a problem with. Monsters of the Deep. centers on dominant big men. And there's a Shaq card, and there's he's underwater.
Oh,
he's
my.
a monster of the deep. That's the one I'm like, oh.
So is he supposed to be like Aquaman, or he's like...
And they put a snorkel on him? Look at
you know? Yeah. Yeah, and he's dribbling. There's an anglerfish or something, a jellyfish in there, shark. That's one item. Yeah.
What if he was like dunking on a shark? That'd be cool.
Anyway,
I
tops 3.
I misquoted. I said 250 a card. It's 500 a card. I don't know math. Again, went to high school in Stockton, but 500 a card on average. And 3 autos and one's not an auto.
Dribbling on a jellyfish, taking a jellyfish hard to the cup.
Weird, wild stuff. Okay, so tops 3 is available. We'll have it in the shop here sooner than later.
I think that's great. There's no way I can afford that, but I think it's awesome.
On a side note, I would prefer to sell it as a sealed case. And just so that way you know, say, for example, the box goes for $2,000. 4 boxes in a case, you think 2 times 4 would be 8. A case now sells for $8,500 or even $9K. Why? Because you're guaranteed the case hit if you get all 4 of them in there. So, for those of you that like to buy online and cannot speak to the business that is selling you that, could it be, and I'm not saying that's the case, allegedly or, estimated, could they sell a case that has been opened, the dealer or the card shop owner opened the boxes, got that case hit, and goes, case hit's out. I got 2 boxes left. I'll put them back on the shelf. And then when the person goes, hey, has the case hit been pulled? You go, I don't know. Right? Now all of a sudden there's no chance of you hitting. That's what the value is for having a sealed case be.
All right.
So you'll see an increase. It's just not a multiplier against the box price. It's a multiplier against the box price plus some.
Emron, I'm glad you told me that because I was going to trade my car for a box, and now I'm not going to.
Just one car?
Yeah.
8. So it would be mathematically $8,000, but it truly would be more like $8,500 to $9,000 for that sealed case.
Yeah.
You'll see that with briefcases of Panini Flawless as well.
Like the briefcase that Russ had on the podium?
Okay. Yeah, it's like that one.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, that looked like a little tackle. No, it looked like where you keep your bullets into. It was weird where he brought out his phone. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it did look to me because, the way our brains think on the show, it looked to me like, oh, that's a cool place to keep your cards.
No, he had a little lunch pail tote, little metal
took
tote.
His phone out.
Took his phone out.
Yeah.
I wonder what that's about.
I don't know.
We should have Matt ask him.
I'm honestly surprised that Russ didn't have a moment like that sooner in the season. This is not the first time he's had something like that happen in his career either, where he's vaguely calling out the media over things that he can't say exactly what annoyed him.
Okay, there's the famous meme. What? Something's tripping. Okay, so yeah, Russ has those moments, and they get clipped.
Remember from OKC is I just don't like you to a reporter.
No, just you.
Yeah, I just don't like you.
Russ keeping it real. I will tell you this by sitting again. Thank you. Shout out to Sactown Sports for providing great seats for the game against the Pelicans. By the way, I'm 0 for 7 against the Pelicans, so you want me at every game when it comes in the Tankathon.
Right.
I'm really good at that. 0 for 7 every single time that the Pelicans
From the
played.
time I've walked in today till right now, I think you've mentioned 7 times that you sat close to the court for the Kings-Pelicans game.
I don't want to... Kyle, this is the kind of stuff that Anthony just doesn't mention again, but thanks for bringing it up. Meanwhile, while I was sitting near courtside, again, this is something that I don't live this life, so when I do it, I like to flex on it. Again, I got it for free. But you can swivel your head and look at everything else that's not on the broadcast. So I can look over, I can look at the bench, I can look at the stands, whatever. Russ is enjoying life when he's sitting on the bench and hanging out with the team. He was dancing on every break. I think he's just living his best life right now, and he just doesn't want to deal with a lot of the BS that can be out there.
I don't know him. So
Let's be very clear about that.
But it does see. Well, the Kings, it's pretty plain to see. They're the first team in many years that has given Russ the keys and said, "You be Russ. You're not coming off the bench." I know he did initially, and it seems like he's enjoying that.
Yes, and why wouldn't you? You're 37. You got picked up by a team. You're getting the playing time that you want. You're making $5 million a year. He's enjoying life. I've got two other pieces of upcoming wax that I want to talk about.
Okay.
The first one is 2026 Topps Heritage Baseball. It releases on March 18th. We have it on our website, truesportscards.com. You can buy it as a pre-sale right now for $149.95.
Love Topps Heritage.
Heritage. Beautiful set. Always goes back to the Harkin of the old days.
It's more for collectors, right, who want to collect the whole set.
Right.
Because individual, there's not a bunch of hits in there necessarily.
And just 2026, the way people collect, especially even kids, they're not looking for full sets much anymore. However, autograph collectors love it. People that like to go to the ballpark because it has classic designs and you have just about everybody. So that way you're able to say, can I get Max Schumann? Sure, I can pull it out of this product where you wouldn't be able to pull it out of maybe another product that's more limited as to the type of players that you.
So what year is 1977?
77, my birth year. So it's kind of cool.
Design will be used for this year's Topps.
Absolutely.
Heritage.
And what
they used to do Topps Heritage basketball too, and I'm wondering if they're going to bring that back.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it. I mean, these are all hits. Probably Fanatics is going to say, let's roll stuff out and just market test it live. We know that the products will sell, whether it's a new product or a vintage product that we're bring back to the market.
Reviving.
But then they go, didn't hit. We just won't make it next year.
Yeah.
I mean, when they have the full licensing rights, so they could do that stuff. Heritage Baseball Hobby Box, a lot of things also, they tend to be on-card autos because they're paper cardboard product. Maybe a little bit better of a cardstock than like Topps flagship. So you have a little bit better of that kind of coarse, thicker cardboard. So they tend to be a lot of on-card autos. And in this product, you have one auto or relic per box. Again, a lot of people go, can't they just say yes to the autograph rather than being an either or just put one of each in there? People would love to have that guaranteed auto. But again, it's a cost-effective product. $150 in today's world is quote-unquote low-end pricing. But if they guaranteed an auto, could they jump it to $199 as a retail product? Probably.
You know what's interesting about that,
for
1977, you told us earlier that vintage is considered before 75. 1977 sets, I remember those when they came out. I have a lot of them. They're not hard to get. They're not really that valuable.
77?
77, yeah. Nice card, and I like them, but yeah, the early 70s is when the vintage effect, if you will, starts to wear out. You get into those later 70s, the 80s, like,
They're ugly cards, too. I mean, you're thinking about some of these rookie cards like Dave Winfield or Ozzie Smith, or they're iconic players, and then you're like, ugh, this is an ugly card. The last...
That's the white. They're white, right? Yeah.
The last visually...
I kind of like the design, but I understand your point.
The last visually aesthetic one to me in the 70s is going to be 75. The full colors all the way around it.
Like
and they had the mini
color,
version. Yep.
Yeah.
And they had mini versions of it as well. So
I have a George Brett rookie card mini.
I was just going to say.
Yeah.
You have two iconic players in there, in Brett and Yount. And then there's other rookies in there, like Jim Rice is in that rookie class, Gary Carter. So you have some of those as well that are Hall of Famers in there. But obviously, Brett and Yount are the two that everybody wants to collect out of that 75 set.
By the way, did you know this? That Fanatics now has available 2026 World Baseball Classic teams.
Yeah, we're watching some World Baseball Classic right now. Watching Denzel Clark ground into the shortstop.
Topps now has team sets for the U.S. $59.99 includes 12 players. Let's see, Japan, Dominican, Venezuela, also $59.99. Those for Korea and Puerto Rico, $49.99 each. That's Topps Now World Baseball Classic team sets.
I was reading something about insurance policies against players playing the World Baseball Classic. Did you see that report?
I didn't read it all, but I did see something.
So you have like somebody like Scooble, who's going to pitch one game and then he's going to sit this thing out because I don't know if it had something to do with the insurance or not. I was reading it while I was sitting courtside at the Pelicans game. I don't know if you guys knew that, but
I heard that somewhere.
Well, how much did it cost you?
It cost me nothing. Thank you, Sactown Sports.
Oh, wow. Why didn't you mention that?
It's called a harken back.
Yeah.
I would just say that there were some complaints about Scooble taking a roster spot for maybe somebody that would have played more.
How about Clayton Kershaw taking a roster spot?
I haven't paid attention to this. I'm sorry. Is he really somebody in the...
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I don't know how much he's going to play, but yeah.
Kayla called him fat. Like, just straight up said he looks fat.
Wait till the Clinton Kershaw press conference.
Oh, boy.
Matt's got one. Matt's got one guy yelling at him. We'll have Kaylee have the other guy.
Also, no one wants to be like a reliever on these teams. I think Michael Wacha was pitching yesterday. I was like, how did he make the team?
He's still around?
Apparently.
Mason Miller's on the team.
Mason Miller is on the team.
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder if they're going to have Mark Mulder, Hudson, and Zito playing too while they're at it. Yeah, wow. The World Baseball Classic, to me, I've enjoyed it. I've seen him from several years in the past. It's fun. Otani versus Trout, that was awesome.
I think this
pitching against hitting, that was
great.
awesome.
I think this is only the 6th one they've ever had because they don't have them every year.
Yeah. And I will tell you that the products, when they came out as far as card products, they were really popular.
Really?
Yeah, really popular. If I'm not mistaken, I just saw Miggy on the... Is Miggy Cabrera on this team? I thought I saw him in the dugout. Am I wrong?
For Colombia, I'm not sure. I'd have to look. We're watching Canada versus Colombia. And I don't think this is HD.
I'm squinting. Yeah, that is just D.
I had to go to Fox Sports 2, which I didn't know existed.
It's like ESPN the Ocho. Yeah, so Canada versus
it's one of those fields where it's all artificial turf except for the bases are cut out, but the artificial turf around the bases is colored like
and
dirt.
The crowd goes mild. There's got to be at least 300 people in that crowd right now.
It looks like a Kings game.
You're giving too much credit.
Also, I don't know if that was Miguel Cabrera because he's Venezuelan.
So you mean that they have to be they have to be from that country?
Actually, no. The World Baseball Classic is very loose about country affiliation.
Yeah, I saw a list of the qualifications today, and the last one is, if you were ever on that team's roster before, you're good.
You're good. Good. Where's the Big Sneeze playing for?
By the way, good shout, Imran. By the way, Miguel Cabrera is the hitting coach for the Venezuelan team.
Oh, yes.
Doing some scouting.
I know what I'm talking about. Yes. All right. And
Denzel
then
Clark, by the way, of the A's we saw.
Also, there's like colonialism rules. So like if you're from a former... Yes, like former colonies, you can go play for that. Like Jazz Chisholm is on the British team because Bahamas was a former British colony.
Sure.
Hey, card guys, shut up and talk about colonialism. All right, so we've got a few minutes left.
I'm not going to cut that as a joke.
There's one
Hey, colonialism guy.
All right, so there's one last product that has nothing to do with sports cards, but it is hot and it has been selling on the pre-sale. That's right.
I can't wait to hear about this one.
2025 Topps Disneyland 70th Anniversary Hobby Box. You remember when Disneyland opened? You were a young man when that opened.
Big day for all of us.
That we had on our site. We have it on TrueSportsCards.com as a pre-sale. This releases on March 13th, so next week.
Friday of next week.
Yep, Friday the 13th. Disneyland 70th anniversary. We have it on our site. We had it at $175. It increased in cost on the retail side. It's going to come out at $200 a box. We have it pre-sale right now at $189 a box. We have 2 boxes left. Go to TrueSportsCards.com to lock yours up. People want this.
Autos and stuff in there.
Let me just tell you what's in this box. 2 numbered parallels per box, 6 base cards, 8 inserts. Look for attractions autographs. Who could that be?
Like Space Mountain signed a card?
Let's see who's the autographs. 55 Topps Disneyland Icons autographs. I don't know what that means.
Disneyland Icons.
Cinderella.
Could you imagine if there's like a Walt Disney auto in there, like a cut? Woo!
I got a Little Mermaid one, but it was water damaged.
It was part of that new subset.
Yeah.
Underwater wet. Or whatever it was.
How is Lightning McQueen going to sign a card?
Especially when he he has no hands. Duh.
Right.
This is what we've devolved into.
Well, you're the one that brought up the Disney card.
So it's available on our website. We've got 2 left out of the 12 that I put out for pre-sale. It's at $189. So go grab it for your Lightning McQueen autograph cards.
Real quick here. A flurry, according to The Athletic, flurry of $1 million plus sales in February has powered the high-end trading card market to one of the biggest starts to a calendar year in recent memory. There's, let's see, you got one of the T206 Honus Wagner cards that sold. You've got some Pokemon stuff that sold to Logan Paul. 7 $1 million plus sales of cards of any kind so far in 2026 is the most through the first 2 months of the year since 2022, according to Card Ladder.
You know what?
It's a big year for big sales.
I am a brokey, so it doesn't really matter to me. But I know like people like to talk about it. But it's like a guy that's a car a car dealer, like they sell Nissans or Mazdas, talking about Lambos and Bentleys. I could talk about it. It doesn't affect my life anyway. It doesn't affect my customers' lives in any way. But I know that it's fun content for people to cover. To me, cool.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like we live in a different world as far as the tax bracket that me and my customers live in.
Right.
So if it's fun for them to talk about Kevin O'Leary being on the red carpet with his chain, with his $13 million card, cool. It affects me in no way. So I don't spend a lot of time on it, but it's cool.
Yeah, I think I misspoke. The Logan Paul Pokemon cards, they used to belong to him.
He sold it to Anthony Scaramucci's kid for, I want to say, 15 or 16 million for some Pokemon card.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rumor has it Alan Stiles has found his old Pokemons. And he said
Time to bring him in.
He may be bringing them into True Sports Cards.
For those of you that want to sell us Pokemon cards, our team buys Pokemon cards raw and graded. If you come on Sundays where I normally work, Sundays and Mondays when I'm normally in the shop, forget it on raw cards. I can read a slab. I see that it says 2023 Pokemon Charizard. Other than that, Tuesday through Saturday, baby, because I have no clue what it is. They go, you don't know your Pokemon? As they push up the glasses.
Everyone talks like this.
You don't know Pokemon?
Alan Stiles doesn't talk that way all the time.
Not all the time, but for hours 1 through 2, yes. During your show, yes, he does. We love Pokemon. It does sell pretty well. One Piece has started to sell. And all of this matters to me. Why? Because your boy, as in me, Card Guy, we're going to be installing, me and my partner are going to be installing a vending machine in the Arden Fair Mall.
Really?
Yes. It's going to be there the first part of April. And you'll have
where?
Where in the mall? I couldn't describe it. I'll have a description for you next week.
Okay.
Exactly
Do we
where.
know if it's on the top or the bottom? Or...
I don't
Okay,
know.
we'll find out
I
then.
know how much it costs for me to put it in there, but it will have Pokemon, it will have sports, it'll have One Piece, it'll have supplies in there, and you can pick and choose on a little touchscreen as to what you want. So it's a lot of fun.
Wow.
I'm excited about it. It's my first one ever that I've ever had. So I used to own vending machines. I own ATM machines. So I'm used to some of the vending world, but never in the sports card or TCG market. So this should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an entrepreneur. I like doing this kind of stuff.
Given that we know this is an unpleasant question, given that we know that there have been a string of robberies around the country, is there ever been a case where someone has, gotten in and tried to steal from one of those vending machines that has cards?
Beats me, but mine has bulletproof glass as well as sharks with freaking laser beams on their head. So we put a moat around it. It's very difficult to even buy it. Like, how do I even get there?
To get to
exactly.
It. All right.
He's got Shaq underwater guarding it.
And I have a little troll that goes, "What is your name? What is your quest? And how much are you going to buy?" before we even get a chance to order it. So it's very difficult to buy. So it's even more difficult to steal.
Also, I feel like this is a side note, but if you're going to break into the mall and steal something, I don't think the card vending machine is the most lucrative
you
thing.
Don't know what I'm putting in there. These packs could be very expensive.
But imagine breaking into the mall and being like, you know what I'm going to steal from? The card vending machine and not the jewelry store next to it.
Be too careful, Kyle.
These blasters. I know people that stand in line for these blasters. You just never know. If you have a location that would love a sports card and TCG vending machine, hit your boy up. I would love to place it in there. Let's see some traffic.
Have you seen the one? You've been to a lot of Kings games. I forget how you got the tickets. But have you seen the one they have out there, the vending machine?
Yes, it's a 10 Kings machine, yeah.
There's a free Kings ticket, I think, in every pack you get.
And what happens is they buy the pack, they rip it open, they take the card out, but they leave the Kings ticket in there.
Nice.
They're just piling up at the bottom of the machine.
I feel like that's the incentive, but it's not. It's actually the detractor.
Oh, I see. Disincentive.
They wrap it in King's tickets, and they're like, nah, just leave the wrapper here.
Wow.
I'm good.
Okay.
You're wowing as if this is not true. Do I have to take?
Says Mr. Can I get some free tickets from the station?
Only if it's down by the court so I can talk about it during my show.
You can yell at Dylan Cardwell and get yelled at for yelling at Dylan Cardwell.
Dylan, it's me, Imran. Hey, shut up. Get away from him.
Shut up, colonialism guy.
Speaking of Dylan Cardwell, we're almost at the end of the show. 2 weeks from today, Dylan Cardwell will be in our shop signing autographs. You can go to truesportscards.com, look up the word Dylan. You'll be able to get his tickets. They start at $20, $25 for a card. People go, he doesn't even have a card yet. And then they put their glasses up.
You got away with people.
They're not, he doesn't have a card yet. He does have cards. They were with Auburn. You could buy them on eBay. So I had to have an option for that. But we will have photos. We will have jerseys. We will have things that you can buy at our shop in order for you to be able to have something that Dylan can sign. Get your Dylan Cardwell autograph tickets right now on truesportscards.com. He'll be signing right around noon on 2 weeks from today.
I sent you a link to those Auburn cards. Did you already know about it before I sent the link?
I did, because I'm a card part. It's what I know. I'm an expert. But yes, I'm glad that you did it. I did buy a few. So just got to get them in time. So I had to order them early.
All right.
So
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. You're going to be there, hopefully. Right?
Yeah. Oh, come on.
I like how you said that. Yeah. My favorite is how we have a couple card shows coming up. We're doing fewer card shows as vendors than ever before, just because we're busy in the shop or whatever, and it's difficult. But we did sign up. When I say we, I mean me. Sign up as a.
Are you all right?
I'm burping through this. I'm burping through this Coca-Cola Zero. What am I doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm all like this, fizziness while I'm talking.
I'm sorry,
no problem.
But I was worried because you're like you're grimacing and your neck is bent, and so we're not doing as many card shows. So.
We're not doing as many card shows, and he's having a heart attack. That's why.
Yes, thank you. I didn't want to go there, but I was concerned.
In all your years on the radio, you've never had a guy drink fizzy drinks before he started talking on the radio?
I've never had one react the way you did.
Whitey does it every day.
Yeah, because you doubled
over. Can I finish my comment?
Please, yes, sorry. As long as you're okay.
Anyways. He's seizing on air. He's seizing.
If you're listening on the radio, just know that we're not having a medical emergency.
Yeah.
But if he did, I would be taking that Mickey Mantle card and leaving him.
We're going to be set up at the LA Card Show on March 28th. It's in the Intuit Dome.
Wow.
They're physically having it where the Clippers play. It's like I'm on the concourse. Is one of the tables. So I just asked you before we went on air, would you like to join me? And you went, no, like very quickly.
That's not true, but I'll go along with it because it makes for a great story.
No, you said no within 30 seconds after I asked you.
No, I actually considered it and asked you about the date. And
then you went, no.
Then I did decline, but not like instantly. I at least had to pretend I was thinking about it.
Let me think about that.
He's having a heart attack. He doesn't remember these things.
He doesn't remember it. But we will be there at the LA Card Show for the Intuit Dome. I've never done a show in a sports arena before, so I thought this would be fun. So what I haven't done is told my wife that I was going to be doing that. So Jessica, if you're listening, which you probably isn't, I'll be gone that weekend. I'll bring Beckett with me.
Wow.
It'll be fine. We'll have a good time. Mm-hmm. So you're not going?
No.
That emphatic no is just what I needed.
Thanks for the invite. That sounds like fun. Is this a trend? Do they do that now? Have card shows at sports?
I don't know.
Arenas?
We're doing it. I'm going to try it. And if it's cool, then great. And if it's not, it was one day out of my life. I'll never get back again. Although I will tell you as we wrap up our show, we are going to be set up at the National. We could spend some time next week talking about.
Where is it this year?
It's held in Chicago.
Okay.
And we'll be at the National. So
is it always in Chicago?
No, it rotates. It goes Chicago, then another location, then Chicago.
Okay, but Chicago
every other year.
All right,
every other year. Yeah. Yep. So we'll be doing that, and then next week we'll recap the big old collection that I got last week that arrived from Georgia. We bought probably the largest collection of memorabilia in NorCal history.
What is your PSA grade for the job Kyle Ledbetter did today?
I would say PSA 10.5.
What is your PSA grade for the job I did today?
The 0.5.
How do you grade your own performance?
I would answer, but I'm burping my way through this.
We will see you at the True Sports Card store, and we'll see you next week. Talk to you next week on the True Sports Card Show.
Talking about True Sports Card Store, yeah. Card Store. Talking about True Sports Card Store, yeah. With every card under the sun, you might find an old Doug Christie numbered 101. I tell you, Emran's always cool. There's always kids inside. Why aren't they in school? They're at the card store. Talking about True Sports Card Store, yeah.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports, 1140.
The following program is brought to you by Sports Leisure Vacations, and the views and opinions may not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of this station.
Today on the Travel Guys.
In the travel news, United says use your headphones or else, and some of the nation's most historical documents are going on tour. Those stories next in the travel news.
Our job here is to make you a smarter traveler next time you hit the road, and 1122 will tell you about some of the current airport scams and how you can avoid them.
It's Mailbag Day on the Travel Guys, and we'll answer some of your questions starting at 11:35. Airport security, how to get an honest list of hotels, and more answers coming up.
Southwest Airlines is transitioning from being a unique airline to being just like the other guys. How's it going? Perhaps not so well. We have a Southwest update at 11:55.
Here with information to make you a smarter traveler, we are the Travel Guys.
On the road again.
Get your kicks on Route 66.
Let's go on with the show.
Live and in living radio, we are the Travel and Entertainment Guys, Mark Hoffman and Tom Romano. Thanks for coming along. I'm here in Sacramento in my little home studio, and Mark is afar. He's been
afar.
Far for a couple of days in a row. Mark, first of all, tell us where have you been and where you are and what's going on.
Well, I spent most of the week in Charleston, South Carolina, at some meetings for the National Tour Association. Now I am here in Phoenix this Saturday morning for the beginning. A group from Sacramento is on its way here right now. We're going to go see some ball games for the next few days here in the Valley of the Sun. So that should be kind of fun, and God, I've had some interesting hotel experiences in the last few days, too.
Yeah, well, first of all, in full disclosure to our audience today, this program has been pre-recorded. Part of it was yesterday, and this part is actually this morning before airtime at 11 a.m. this morning. So we're just kind of hopping all around. So if Mark sounds like he's on his phone, it's because, you see, he's on his phone. Hey, tell us about your unique hotel and travel experiences that you were talking about.
Oh, goodness. The travel experiences have been pretty good. Let's save those for a second. Listen, if you're a person who travels and you need a hotel, there are a lot of choices out there. There are a gazillion brands now. Heck, Marriott has almost a dozen themselves that their name is on. Hilton has a wide portfolio of hotels, and you can pick everything from a luxury hotel to something that is kind of a budget hotel. The challenge, Tom, now is that it's hard with all of these new brands and everything, it's extremely difficult for people to be able to figure out which brand is related to which hotel and what should their expectations be when they get to some of these hotels. And I've stayed in a couple of the, let's call them low to mid-level properties in the last few days, just because I needed some convenience and the like. And my experience has not been all that great. And I thought I would share them with you because if you use these hotels, you may be very happy with them for reasons of your own. But for reasons of my own, I'm not. So I wanted to just tell you what those reasons are in case our reasons align. I'm talking about specifically about Homewood Suites, which is a Hilton brand. They are, first of all, be very careful with Homewood if you need 2 beds in the room, because standardly it's a 1-bed hotel, and the second bed is often a pull-out or a roll-away or something like that. So when Homewood Suites tell you that they have 2 beds, this wasn't my experience, but I've had this experience with groups. Make sure that you ask them, are these 2 beds that are permanently in the hotel room, or are you bringing one of them in, or is one of them a sofa bed, which of course is a much different sleeping experience than a regular bed. This is the case at many Homewood Suites. Also, Homewood, because it's a mid-level, maybe slightly below mid-level brand, does everything they can to be labor efficient. That means there's almost no help in the hotel. So if you're calling the hotel, you may have a hard time getting someone to answer the phone. There isn't a lot of front desk help, so you may have to wait in a line, et cetera, et cetera. This was also my experience, Tom, with a loft hotels, which is where I stayed last night here in Phoenix. I'd never stayed in a loft hotel before. It is a Marriott brand. It's designed for younger people on the go, I guess. Interestingly enough, no phones in the room. First time I'd ever found that. You find some hotel rooms now with no clocks, but this one had no phones. Wow. So if you have to call the front desk, you have to call on your cell phone.
Wow.
Of course, this isn't a problem if the people at the front desk are answering the phone, but at this particular loft hotel, that's not their strong point. It's also a problem if you have to call the hotel to get the on-demand airport shuttle, which was the case here. And when they don't answer the phone, then you've got to figure out another way to get to the hotel late at night, which was my case yesterday. I transited through Denver yesterday. It snowed all day in Denver yesterday, which Denver knows what snow is, so they handled it pretty well even in March. But all the de-icing and stuff that had to go on meant that as the day wore on, flights were an hour, eventually a couple hours late by the end of the day. But to United's credit and to Southwest credit, they have a hub in Denver. Both airlines, the cancellations on the board were very few. Almost every flight was delayed, but there were very few cancellations. So they really worked hard to do that. Anyway, I got in late last night and had a reservation at the Loft Hotel. Very poor experience, very minimal rooms. If you're really and truly, if you're looking for any type of room amenities, then you might as well forget it. If you are looking to save a little money and the loft price is what you're looking for, just have reasonable expectations. Again, last night and this morning, only one person at the front desk who was answering the phone, handling checkouts, answering questions, taking care of the hotel shuttle, all of that kind of jazz. So if service or efficiency for yourself is important, then I would be very careful with those 2 hotel chains. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. You know, I have looked at a loft. I have never stayed there, but I know when they first came out as part of the Marriott brand, they were, I don't know, it's kind of like the new wave of hotel styles, all kind of, just hard surfaces. And straight edges, and like you say, and not much else going on. And I had no idea that they had no phones in the room. That would pretty much make me crazy. I'd be running up and down from my room to the front desk way too many times.
Well, and you hit on a number of other things there too. It's minimalist when it comes to service. So if you don't need much and you're self-contained, and you know where you're at or where you're going and all of those things, why then you're probably okay. But I was very, very disappointed in the quality. Of course, if they'd answered the telephone, that might have given them a few more points. But even this morning, it took me almost 10 minutes to get to the front desk to get a question answered about the airport shuttle because there were other people ahead of me in line and there was only one person there. This is Homewood Suites pretty much operates the same way. So anyway, just be careful. If you're a service-oriented person, those are 2 chains that, and as you mentioned, Tom, there are a lot of them now. Most people aren't familiar with a lot of the brand names and stuff. So ask questions. Go online. Look under amenities for the hotel. In most cases now, hotels do not answer their own telephones anymore. Sometimes you can get to a live person. Sometimes you cannot.
Yeah. Maybe they should change their name from a loft to alone, as that's how you will be left alone.
And for some people, that may be exactly what they're looking for.
Exactly.
Just a quick word here before we get to the travel news. Charleston, great place to visit. If you're from the West Coast, many people are not familiar with Charleston. Savannah is often a city that you would combine with it. Those are two of the most historical cities in the South. They are also two of the most expensive. There are also folks from California who don't do well when they travel to humid places. Be careful, because the South is very humid. Actually got up yesterday morning and it was kind of humid in Charleston, and the high for the day was only 75. So be careful about going there during the summer months because it's going to be humid. But Charleston and Savannah are full of history and just wonderful, wonderful places to visit. We stayed in a suburban area called Somerville.